Hi, everyone. I'm sure you know by the title now. Um, Suicide trolls. Let's read a study on suicide trolls. See if this is anyone that you may know. Okay. So this is in researching. They did a research on suicide trolls. I'm gonna read this to you. In my latest study, we re- in, oh, I've already screwed up. In the latest study, we explored gender, psychopathy, sadism, and self esteem as predictors of engaging in malevolent trolling. Psychopathy is characterized by callousness, deceitfulness, and a lack of personal responsibility. Sadism is characterized by the enjoyment of physical and or psychologically harming other people. So does that sound familiar? So what the study found, the most powerful predictor of trolling was sadism. The more someone enjoys hurting others, the more likely it is they will troll. Self esteem was not an independent predictor of trolling. However, we found self esteem interacts with sadism. So, if a person has a high level of sadism and a high self esteem, they're more likely to troll. This results in what this result was unexpected because low self esteem was predicted as other antisocial online behavior such as cyberbullying. These results have important implications for how we manage and respond to trolling. Based on the results of psychopathy and sadism, we understand that the internet troll as someone who is callous, lacks a sense of personal responsibility, and enjoys causing harm to others. That includes psychological harm, includes depression, etc. And I believe the study talks about all of this. We'll get there. So you know who you are, Chi. Um, you want to be the new ZD Chi, right? Is perfect for you. Let's see. Lacks sense of personal responsibility and causing harm to others. The significance of psychopathy and the results also indicates trolls have a empathy deficit, particularly when it comes to their ability to experience and internalize other people's emotions. On top of this, the interaction between high sadism and high self esteem suggests trolls are not trolling because they have low self worth. In fact, this is quite the opposite. The more someone enjoys hurting others and the better they feel about themselves, the more likely they are to troll. So basically, thinking they're all it. So, how can we use this information? Unfortunately, the psychological profile of an internet troll means you will not get far appealing to their sense of humanity because they don't have one. My words. And don't brush off the troll as someone who has low self worth. The character is far more complex, which makes managing the behavior all the more challenging. Previous research has found showing the troll they have upset you may only reinforce their behavior. This is what she plays off of. She said, I know his weakness, talking about AZ. I know that he has a kind personality, so I'm going to take advantage of that and I'm going to see what damage I can do because I'm a sadist. Why don't she just say I'm a sadist? She's into sadomasochism. It's kind of why she loves pedophiles. It has to be love. What else could it be, in my opinion? Why would you go clear across the country to hang out with a convicted pedophile? I just don't understand. There's no excuse. There's no reasoning. Spending hours and hours and days and nights on the phone with a pedophile? Really? Mm, that is sick to me. It appears the popular refrain is correct. This does not mean we should ignore this behavior. People who commit this type of cyber abuse should still be held accountable for their actions, and they will be. Trolls are not to be feared. Their power lies in the reactions they cause. The one way we can start to become active bystanders. Bystanders are those who witness the trolling. Active bystanders intervene and say, "This is not okay." I have seen that. I've seen that happen, but they're laughed at and made fun of or blocked because they don't go along with the sadistic and psychopathic behaviors. Um, so basically, what they're saying is if you don't like suicide trollers, let's work together to dismantle the power of the troll and take back the internet from their influence. It is not only up to the person experiencing the trolling to respond and manage the behavior. We all need to take responsibility for our online environment. It includes your chat, okay? So, all you people who find this hysterically funny to go after a man for brain surgery, make fun of it, and then continually play die, 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 die. That is a suicide troll. And you people in that chat literally thought it was funny. And by the way, you're known by the company you keep. So take care of your online environment because it just puts you right in with them. And the hate spewed by QOA with his QAnon theories, which I'll go into later. I've already went into on a recorded one like this, but I want to make sure it's correct in everything I say. But we're going to stick to the suicide troll of last night. So you know someone has a mental health issue, so you make fun of them, call them liars, and you rather be a Maui. I'm going to pull you out because you're the one that said that Erica didn't even have surgery, right? So when evidence was put up of the scar on her leg, well, it wasn't even a scar. That was literally right after surgery, the same day. And you're like, how do we know it's her leg? Would you like a picture of her vagina too to make sure it's her vagina? You're gross. You're just as gross. Think about yourself. You guys have fallen so far. It's bad. Maybe she can get you into, hanging out with pedophiles across the country or something. That'd be great. That'd be a good job for you guys. I mean, you want to act like her? Go for it. Just stay away from me and mine and my friends. Okay? And if you're that callous and sadistic as you guys are acting in the chats, it's gross. I did just send off a letter to Team YouTube in a reply to their reply. They were collecting information, and I just emailed it off with recordings of the behavior along with the chat and their behavior. It's not okay. And if you people think it's okay, then you're also psychopathic sadists. Isn't that a wonderful title to be known? And I would ask that you all get help. You need some mental help. You're getting off and getting all excited and having a great time at someone else's harm. Do you wish this upon you and yours? Because that's what's going to happen. Something's going to happen. And guess what? Everybody's going to make fun of you next. Have you not sat and watched how many people have left? Do you see who's in those chats that you're normalizing? They're pedophile lovers. There's no other reason to hang on the phone, as I said before, and hang out and go to their house clear across the country. What's the reasoning? What's the reasoning for that? Was it actually just true love in the end? And then there got to be the big fight because, well, she, as you know her, was trying to take over and didn't want anyone else involved with a pedophile. She wanted to be his one and only. So let's not forget that. I know you guys think she actually lied to you guys about the income. She put two different stories together. Um like I said, I have that information. I will bring it out when I feel the need. And it's not suicide trolling, it's actual fact. It was facts gathered by people who were involved. Recordings she didn't know that she sent links to the Zoom call, and they stayed quiet and just recorded the calling. It's disgusting. And the text of threats of attorneys. And then come to find out there were no attorneys because one person did call that attorney and they didn't even know who she was. Her and her 70 names or so. And her VoIPs or voice over internet, it's give her phone numbers. She's got a lot of those. She has at least one in every state. And David B, just to bring you up because you know you love it and you want to cyber stalk me some more. Um, no, no one called she back when she called Erica, and you laughed about it and thought that Erica would call Chi back. How did that work out for you? I just need to know. Also over a VoIP, but I know the funny thing is she made the call to a work phone number, which is then turned over to security. And don't think that you can't be found, Chi. And remember, those background checks go in both directions, and they have been for a long time. So you can pretend that you're so innocent, and you're far from it. Yeah, what are you doing? Are you suicide trolling? Why, yes, by definition, you are suicide trolling. YouTube has it all. You can private, you can unlist it, you can take it down, and YouTube still has it. And that includes the chat. So you're all involved. Isn't that wonderful? And I don't care what DOA says. Remember when he used to say doxing wasn't illegal? Remember that? Oh, there were laws in California, and there still are, about doxing. Remember that? Remember that? It's not illegal. You should dox people. Well, he got people to do his bidding, and she's even better at getting people to do her bidding. And that's what you guys are doing. I mean, if you're all about the psychopathic sadism, then maybe you got to join your own little private group. She is trying to start up a new group, and you are it, chat. Just letting you know. When you become disgusted, and oh, here's the best one. People bring it on themselves. Doesn't that sound Scientology? Did they pull it in? They need to stop using Scientology tactics, right, Chi? Or are you truly a Scientologist? I mean, there are pictures of you with your Dianetics books and your study stuff. Just wondering. Using words like pulling it in, you pulled it in? Really? Actually, no, you pulled it in. You're pulling in what you're going to get back. You're not untouchable. You're not above the law, just like no one else is above the law. And I have enough evidence, literally in screenshots of your texts. So it's time to stop, get some mental health and guidance. You say you throw up every time someone's rude to you. Yes, I have that email that you sent to DOA or QOA, as he's known in the other circles. He's known as QOA. And David B, stop telling me that I'm hanging with the haters and I'm acting like the haters. You're one of the haters. I don't hang with you. I don't act like you. I don't have time to mansplain every word and word clear and tell people to show you on your doll where you hurt them. For God's sake, grow up. Get mental help. Suicide hotline number, I believe, is 988. You should try calling it, maybe talking it out with them and getting a therapist of your own, all of you. It's disgusting, it's harmful. And I have sent this study along to YouTube. It goes into much more depth and detail about how management should be contacted of social media with this information. So that's all I had to say for today. And I hope you learned something about suicide trolls and their psychopathic sadism behavior. Have a great day, all. Mm, and bye.